Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream tonight. Let me see if I can get this video camera working real quick. Ah, there it is. Okay. Let's just put it down right over here. Alright. So, first things first, you might notice, there's a backdrop up here now. It's not much of one, but, you know, it works. Let's see, do we have any viewers? I have one, apparently. Probably just me watching the stream and making sure that it's, just making sure that the stream's working, which it seems to be. I'm trying to eat a candy bar to try and help me stay awake. But, I put it in the freezer so it would harden nicely and be nice and crunchy. The problem is, this is two of the sticks frozen together. Apparently, Twix bars don't like being stored in like 100+ degree heat inside of a superheated car in Texas. Who'd have thought? Alright, so, what are we doing tonight? Well, we're working on the second iteration of the generic action game. Last time I was doing a programming stream. I kind of started just a generic action game to do kind of like trying to do a hyperlight drifter thing and try and get like an animation system working and everything. Problem is, I burned out on that idea quick. I burned out super fast on that. So, I also, in addition to that, the game was also becoming very heavily spaghetti coated, and I couldn't make anything work. I couldn't add to it. I couldn't adjust anything. So I then went back to scratch. You know, just threw it all away. And back to scratch, started rebuilding things from basically the main menu forward, like I did with the Bridger game that I streamed. Those videos are on YouTube, if you want to go watch those. But, I mean, that was the, that was that simple little Bridger game that I put together. But I started with that from the menu, and then I worked my way forward through each of the different levels. So I figured, you know what, I was going to try that again, but this time, I don't know, it just kind of... ideas kind of started to head their own direction at that point, and I really couldn't... It wasn't necessarily like it was a bad direction, but I certainly couldn't deny that I was enjoying the direction it was going. So I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and... I'm going to turn the music down a bit. There we go. I am going to go ahead and just continue, let my brain kind of just take this idea along for a little bit. And it's going to take me down an area that's kind of interesting. It's going to be like a little kind of twin-stick shootery kind of thing, just kind of. But it's going to involve, like, you know, you being attacked by swarms of bad guys, but you've got buildings you can run through, and try and do, like, different enemy types and stuff. It's an idea that I came up with brainstorming with my brother-in-law on a Sunday weekend at a lunch at his house at one point. It's based off of that idea, kind of more like a lower grade prototype of what we wanted to do, but, you know, you gotta... every idea has to start somewhere and be more than just an idea if it is going to become any kind of reality, so I'm trying to bring that one as my first step into reality. And it's going to get me to bring up something that I'm generally not used to doing, and that is I'm going to be having to manage to do a camera. And doing cameras in SDL2 has never been easy for me. So, I mean, I'm going to have to try and figure out you know, to figure out how I'm gonna handle all of this. So, you know, it'll be fun. Ah. I might get going as soon as I finish this. It softened up a little bit, but it's still very messy. I don't know if you can see it, but let me see if I can put it up here for you. Yeah, you're gonna see it. The chocolate has completely melted off of the bottom. It's kind of run everywhere, and as a result, it's very, the little crumble cookie that's in there is very much just exposed, and it just crumbles everywhere anytime I bite into it. So I think I'm just gonna finish this off. Alright. That's now out of the way. Alright. So, first things first, I built this tile class. I just kind of put this together real quick last night before I crashed in my chair. It's just a simple tile class, because each of the maps is going to be made up by one of these things. You know, what we're going to have is whether or not the tile is going to be textured, and that's going to just be a flag to just tell me whether this is going to be a sprite, or whether this is going to be just a code-generated solid texture block. That's mostly just for, like, placeholder things. I mean, eventually I want them all to be sprites, but, I mean, I'm not that good with artwork. So, some of them may just end up staying solid stripes. The types, I've got a handful of types right here. This list is no doubt going to get a lot longer as it goes, as we get, you know, different colors and different color types and things like that. The color, the coordinates for it, its texture, which defaults to null up here, as I have it set there. And then, of course, the screen to render it all. And I have here where if it's textured, render the texture. If it's not, just give me the colored block. You know what, I'm gonna set some defaults for the color here. You know, I'll just make it all white. If I forget to give it a color, it's all gonna just be blindingly white. Right, that's B. I need there. There we go. Okay. Alright. That's all said and done. Let's go ahead and save that. And then we're gonna have the overworld, the map over. This is kind of our overworld map. This is gonna be basically all the outside stuff that you're gonna be doing. I'm thinking having, I mean, a decent sized world map and maybe like 3 or 4 maps, or 3 or 4 buildings to it. That's gonna be these sub-maps. However, there can be other sub-maps linked to other sub-maps, because one of the things I plan to do is have you be able to climb stairs and go up to the different floors of the building. And this is a highly ambitious project. I highly doubt I'm going to ever be able to get to it or get anywhere with it. But, I mean, that's what I hope to do, is, you know, just have multiple floors and handle the floor system kind of like how Hotline Miami does. You know, you just go floor by floor through the house and go up. So, yeah, you know, just trying a few things out. Let's see, the level select. Oh yeah, the difficulty. I have a difficulty menu here. This will basically... where do I have that code set at? Oh yeah, it's here in the game. Basically, you know, with Case 1, you get, like, you know, the enemies are weaker, you get the full weapons kit and the full armor kit. Tougher enemies on if you get medium, it's tougher. The enemies are tough. You only get a few weapons and a little bit of the armor, but you can always go around and just pick up like armor and upgrades and other weapons and things like that from around the map. If you pick up hard, you basically just get like the basic pistol. The enemies are tough. You don't have any armor. You have to go around. You have to find everything. And of course, the ultimate goal in this game is to, you know, score attack-wise. You want to kill as many zombies as you can at once. Or not kill as many zombies, but, I mean, ultimately it will be zombies in the final release of the game, but this will just be like targets moving at you. You're going to want to take down 1 million of them. And that is really all you need to do. You just need to take down 1 million targets, and you're done. It'll calculate your points based off of, like, combos, how many of them you wiped out at one time, what weapons you used, things like that. So, but I need to kind of get, you know, the enemies in place, the weapons kit in place, and the armor, and the armor system. Oh, what the heck happened there? Okay, undo, okay, there we go. Just move all that stuff around, or get all this stuff in place before I can really go into the next stage of the game's development. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to at least establish some sort of an overworld map, which is what I'm working on right now. And what you're joining me on tonight. So, I mean, I guess the first thing we need to do is we need to get in the tile class. Okay, include tiles. Alright, and then this will be, let's see, tiles, map. What do we want to make this? We'll make it, we'll start off simple, actually. We'll just make this a 20 by 20 tile map. And of course, we're going to need this screen renderer that gets passed to it. I'm actually not sure how I want to handle the sprites. If I want to have them loaded into this class, if I just want them loaded into the map, and the map passes it out to all of the submaps? Or do I want each submap to handle its own sets of sprites? Well, I'll manage that later. I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. But, let's see. Camera is going to be the hard part here. Okay, let me think. How would be the best way to do this camera? Well, I'm just gonna make it a... Let's just make it a rectangular structure. We'll call it camera. Do I want to make it a camera pointer, though? That's the question there. Nah, I'll just leave it as a camera for now. And, yeah, you know what, we will, go ahead and just leave this where it is. And let's get into the setup section, because that's going to be the hard part. Or at least the tedious part. Render past screen. Let's... Alright, and then, past camera. That's really all I have right now. Because really these map tiles, they're not gonna really be doing much right now. Then of course I'll need to render. There we go. Google map over setup screen equals past screen camera equals hopefully that works. I highly doubt it will, but I hope it works. Okay. Now it's time for the map. Let's just do a double for loop. There we go. Okay. Map ij.setup. So the x value is going to be I times 20, y is going to be I times 20. No, I don't. Do I want it to be times 20? No, I want it to be times 40. Because that's the size that each of these squares is going to be. They're going to be 40 by 40 by default, unless I alter the size. I'll just leave that be for now. And then null that. And then what else was needed by this thing? Screen, that's it. Okay, screen. There we go. I also need the type. Let's see, what are the tile types again? 0. I'll just make it all 0. Okay. So just slap a 0 right there. They're all dirt. Ground, okay, and then we will make them color them 64 0 0. Let's make this one a 32. Let's see what kind of brown color that gives me there. Alright, let's include this into the main game itself now. Map over. The overworld map. Let's just try build and make sure everything's good. All good in the neighborhood here? Nope. Oh, right, because I have it set. Let's make it set color. There we go. Default argument on missing default argument on parameter past screen. What do you mean? It's a pointer. Does it want it like that? Missing default parameter on screen. Okay, let's just leave that as null then. That way it doesn't expect one. Color is a private member of tile... Wait, what? Oh, right. No, I need to set color now. There we go. Hopefully that didn't... Okay, that didn't stop the streaming. Okay, missing default argument. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's change that correctly. Colors defined as a symbol. Expects. Oh, it's because I left the screen off. Need to tell it where to render to. Does not wait. Out of line definition of setup does not match the version in tile. What? Oh, it's because that's an int, not a short out here. Is it the same now? Okay. Where this is this at? Oh. What's that? And then again on the tile, yeah, RET return. True. Oh, these little teensy-tiny little nitpicky problems. Well, you know, some stuff just simply happens. What do you do? Okay, let's build it. Build. Alright. No more errors. That's cool. Okay. Alright, so then let's go into here. Out to here. Let's say we get a map over world. There we go. And then after the main menu setup, where's the difficulty? Oh, that's right, the difficulty menu setup right here. Yeah, I can get rid of that now. Okay, there's that, and then let's just do this one right here. Say over world dot setup screen null. Because I don't really have any methods set up to handle the camera anyway, so it won't really matter that much. Assuming it, as long as it compiles, it'll still work. Void render, and for short I equals 0, I is less than 20, I plus plus. Just copy this. There we go. Let's get rid of all this. There we go. That is pretty much all I can do there, really. Yeah. Let's do that, and then... let's make it active level 3. Go. Wait, let's make it 2, not 3. 2. Overworld. Dot render. Break. Okay. Ah. So it doesn't accept null for the SDL rect. Alright. Let's just take that out. And then... take that out. And we'll comment that one out for now. Expecting single argument has 2. Okay. There we go. This should clear it all up. Fear not, Clang. I am on your side here. Start game. Easy. Alright, so I have just a very simple diagonal line of brown squares. Nice dark brown squares. So... ooh boy. Oh right, because I only ever put them on J, on I. So let's see what happens when I put them... okay, let's say I first, or J first, then I, because I think it's inverted with how the for loop's go. Oh, take the shift on that. Okay. Let's try it now. Ah, there we go. A nice brown color. It's also just temporarily for this. Let's make a rectangle. Let's make it a white rectangle. It'll actually be a square, but same idea. It'll give us a grid around each one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, we've got 18 on screen vertical. And that'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So we've got 20 horizontal, 20 vertical. Alright. Let me try. I need to consult the internet really quick on a idea, or on camera ways. Let me see. Not know how they do this. I'm trying to figure it out. Don't get me wrong. I'm working to figure this through, but I'm not sure how they did this. Alright, let me see. Okay. Alright, let me see what Lazy Foo says. He's always my go-to on this stuff. Look at his code again, because I don't remember how exactly he did it. I think what he did was he used a rect structure, or a rectangular structure, like what I use for my coordinates. He used that for like the render the images, apply the surfaces, clean up. Yeah, that's the problem. Even his stuff is it's really good if you're using like background sprites and images, but I'm not. I'm trying to use a tile grid. I'm just gonna have to make a call where I just pass in the camera, or I'll have to pass in a set of camera coordinates here. Or maybe just pass in the update the camera. Like update the camera coordinates. I've got world coordinates here, and then basically then use the camera and see if... Huh. So basically... dang it, I can't remember how I was gonna do this. Okay. First off, the music needs to come back. I don't know why the music stopped. But it did. So, let's go back to that. Well, let's start with Fat Dance. Here we go. 7th Guest Fat Dance by the Fat Man from OC Remix. That'll work. Alright, so I have my world coordinates set out flat in front of me. And I'm looking at it through a peephole. But my peephole doesn't move, so I have to kind of generate the illusion of the world moving around it instead. It's actually much more difficult than I thought it would be to just speculate through in my mind. But basically each individual coordinate has to be determined. It would either have to be plus or minus the XY coordinates of the camera. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to pass the camera into every single flippin' function. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Alright, well, the camera can't be stored in the high levels. It's gotta be passed in as a parameter to the renderer. So, SDL rect camera. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out a different way of managing that one. Okay, so the camera width needs to stay the same. It's going to be 720, the height, or the width is going to be 1280, the height will be 720, and they're going to stay that way. So let's just back out to the game. Let's start putting this camera together. Okay. And then, close that out. Okay, so camera x equals 0. Camera y equals 0. Okay, so we have our camera, 1280 by 720. So then I can't do anything in the setup. It has to be passed in at the renderer. Pretty sure. So then, oh, I had an issue with this before, where if I passed it through too many functions as a parameter, it would glitch out and it would quit registering. Let's see what happens when I just pass it in as a pointer. Say pass camera. What's that? Let's update that there. Let's update that here. Okay, there's that. And now let's also pass it to here where it's going to be important. So let's make it a pointer here. Let's also make it a pointer here. And then here, let's pass it in as a reference. Let's just see if it builds first. Oh, right. Get rid of that there. Okay, there's that. Alright, let's, Okay, I don't know what I just shifted around it there, but I'm gonna leave things be. Okay, here it's going to be minus past camera X. And then minus dot Y. Do the same thing here. Alright, let's just... I don't think I need to add the height and width of the camera to that, because it's still static, so it won't make any difference to how these things are presented. Let's just see if it affected anything yet. Does not appear to. Okay. I'm gonna add in a little bit of camera movement. Right, I usually do my own function in here of, void check controls. Put it up here. What is that? What is that SDL file or stupid thing? I'm gonna look that up. SDL, it's under keyboard, I believe. Where are you at, keyboard? This would be under events. There it is, keyboard. There it is, get keyboard state. How do they have it? That's right. This. Get keyboard state is much better than the events handling of everything. Okay. If the state is SDL A underscore up, if camera.y is greater than 0, is exclusively greater than 0, camera y minus minus, else if state is SDLK down camera. I guess we need to establish a world height, wouldn't we? Yeah, we need to do that. Okay, overworld. Just make them public for right now. Int world height, world width. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go 20 times 40, so world height equals 20 times 40 world width equals, we'll say 2,000. So that way we get a little bit of scrolling for testing, but it's not going to be too overwhelmingly far. And they're both globally available, so we'll save all that. Back to here. If camera dot plus camera W is less than overworld dot world width. Oh no, we need Y plus H is less than the height. Let's increment. All right. Nothing's happening. I notice a distinct lack of change in all of that. Oh wait, no, the reason why it's happening is because I have not called check controls. There we go. Let's try this. And now it's seg faults out. The hell. Guess I need to do it in there. Does that help anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, why is this thing faulting out all of a sudden? And all I did was change that. Was that all I did, though? Yeah, that was all I did. Okay. So... get the keyboard state. Okay, there's that. Can I see what the SDL scan codes are? SDL scan code, okay, that's all I use. So let's say SDL scan code up and scan code down. Well, it seems to be working, but did I uncomment? I did not uncomment that out, so of course it's working. Oh, the lovely joys of making your own games. Here we go. Okay. It works! It actually works! Well, shoot! Huh. Well, that's good. Okay. Okay, I can run with that. I can run with this. Okay. Let's see. Let's put side-to-side scrolling in. If state score, what is it, left? Got x minus minus, there we go. Else if state scan code right if camera.x plus camera.y, no, plus camera.w is less than over world width. There we go. Okay. See how this works. Boom. Boom. Okay. Not quite what was intended there. We've got us a bit of a stretchy... Got us a bit of a stretchy end block right there. Not sure what's up with that, but... Is that an indication of another issue? No, okay. Alright then, let's just leave her at that. I'm not gonna mess with anything too much. But that's a placeholder overworld. We'll worry about the submaps in a bit. That's the tiles done. I can even get out of the includes now. It is now time to move on to the next most important part of this whole thing. That being the player. Yeah, let's call him player class. And again, include the includes. Let's give him his screen. He gets his coordinates. This sounds like something from... Oh, this is a Halo remix. It sounds pretty good, actually. Not too terrible. Oh, that's the main theme. I can actually recognize that. Cool. Cool setup. Void. Of course, we also need to keep the X and Y coordinates that we need to pass. I don't know if a player character needs a full 4 set of coordinates. Does he? You know what? I'll leave it as a square. Character will be a red square for now. Alright, so let's give him a... yeah, let's put in the texture pointer. Because eventually we're gonna want it, but I'll leave it as a null for now. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to I'm gonna try something a bit risky on this one. I'm going to make a void and say move. I'm going to give it the same pointer. Let's call it a key state. I'm gonna try giving this guy the same movement type setup as we have here. Only I'm going to pass the state is going to be passed as a parameter into this particular function. So it's going to be a certainly going to be a risky endeavor. Let's go for it. You know, fate favors the bold. Screen equals past screen. Chords.x equals past x. Just make it 20. 20. There we go. The dude is going to be half the size of a map tile, so he's going to look really small and skinny. And, you know, a tasty little morsel for whatever we decide is going to come and eat him, be it aliens or zombies or whatever. Oh yeah, I want to make texture equal to null for now. There we go. Alright, and now the next thing is going to be void player render, which I just remembered also needs to have the camera coordinates attached to him. Wait. Does the player need to be affected by the camera? Because the camera is going to be affecting the player will be affecting the camera, so yeah, so really the camera needs to be passed to him as something to be updated, not something to be changed, or to be something that is changed, not to change the player, but for the player to change it. Let's try this. Let's do an update camera function here. Let's go rec new camera, new camera.x equals chords.x, or is okay. So the camera, it needs to be half of the camera's width. Okay, so it's going to be the new camera x equals chords x plus chords w divided by 2. So we'll group that together. So okay, so that's going to be the center width center of the camera. It's gonna say minus. You know what? I need to have a camera pass to it. There we go. Minus past camera dot w divided by 2. There we go. And then new camera dot y equals chords dot x or dot y plus half of its height minus half of the past camera's height. But its width equals the old camera width go. There's that. So that's not a void, that's a rect self. Gosh, I don't know how well this is gonna work. Return new camera. Alright. After this, I'm gonna go to here and then say camera equals. Wait, I don't even have the guy implemented yet, so it won't entirely work yet. But that's fine. Fix it. We'll get him working. What's with the heartbeat there? Oh, okay. Whatever. You know what? I might as well just make that thing just like a thing here. Might as well just make new camera just a object within the class itself. Just because there's no point in not doing that. I mean, I need to... It calculates the new camera, it sends it back out to the game world, but I still need to manipulate where the character is rendered in reference to the camera. So... I think? Maybe I don't. Let's just try it. Box RGBA, screen, chords.x, chords.y, chords W, chords H, see red, no green, no blue, full alpha channel. You know what, let's tone it down a bit rather than going full bright red. Let's go with a slightly more muted red. What? Oh. At return true. Update camera. Oh, right. Let's copy that. Paste over that. There we go. And then okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Expected a parentheses closure. Okay. Let's just try building it again and see what's going on. Okay, what's going on here? Expected closed parentheses where? Huh? .46, column 60. Oh, I forgot a comma. That's why. Forgot the comma. Okay. Let's, forget that the entire dude hasn't even been put in yet. Okay. Player. There we go, guy. And then let's call the guy setup here too. Setup screen. And let's give you all 640 by 360 starting point. Stick him right dead center on the screen. There we go, and then let's call the render there, but let's also make an update camera. Wait, it goes down here. Camera equals guy dot update camera with the camera passed into him. See if this doesn't go all crazy meta on us. Seems to work thus far. Whoa, okay. Yeah, fella, I need to put you on a diet here real quick. You're a little fat. Okay. Let's give it a run. There we go. Okay. Alright. So far, the idea of that controls didn't freak out anything. So maybe I can get away with it. Player move if key state is SDL scan code A. Chords.x minus minus. Scan code D. Chords.x plus plus. I'm using scan codes because I use a weird keyboard layout. But this should generally, under any circumstances, just keep positions the same regardless of what anyone is using. Chords.y minus minus. S, and then plus plus. There we go. Alright, let's see if this works. No, of course not, because again, it's not been implemented yet. What is wrong with me? Alright, let's get rid of all of this because it's just been completely nullified by the guy. let's just say guy dot move state right there, and then if state SDL scan code escape done equals true. There. Let's see what happens here. Uh-oh. Can't initialize parameter. What? Okay, let's try this. Try it that way. Now it's gonna pitch an error now because of this. Yep. Okay, try it now. Okay, it quit pitching errors, it quit throwing fits. Does it move? He moves! And the camera's moving with him. Albeit we still have this very stretchy bit of the world right here. Wow, and according to the preview, you guys cannot see spit. And this is also taking a very long time. Well, let's just say this. Let's go chords.w equals chords.x plus 20. There. This will keep him from smearing as badly. Might even help improve some things. Still an incredibly slow crawl. Okay, but at least the whole smearing issue is like universal. Whoa, what's with that? Shoot, what the heck is with this? Ooh. All trippy squares, wee. Okay, I don't get what that is. I'm not sure what that's about. It seemed to be working fine before. Well, actually I know what it is I need to get this. Let's also just pass in the overworld then. Yeah, let's include the overmap. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna get another content ID match from CD Baby on this, because this is actually a really decent song, and every single one of them, for some reason, CD Baby likes to content ID all these really good songs off of OC Remix. I don't know why, but I get that feeling it's gonna happen again. It's just that feeling I get. So yeah. Map over past map. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. I don't need the full map. I just need a couple of parameters from it. So, world, a word, past, width, int, past, height. There we go. Let's just get rid of that entirely. let's copy all these parameters here. And then let's put them here. Alright. Okay. Now we will see. We will go here and we'll say, let's go. Tab that over and if past camera.x is greater than 0 and past camera.x plus past camera.w is less than the past width, then that becomes a true statement. There we go. And again with this, if, let's tab that over, past camera.y is greater than 0, and past camera.y plus past camera.h is less than the past height. Wrong button. There we go. Okay. Alright, now let's see if that fixes our whole glitchy camera problem. Wait, what? Oh, right. Yeah. Overworld dot map width. Overworld dot map world height. There we go. Let's see how well this matches everything up. Okay, I'm not staying centered on the world anymore. Let's move the starting position of the guy from the old 640. Let's put him at 100. What is this? Oh, a Doom song. That explains why it sounds just a little bit frantic-y, while at the same time not frantic enough to really... Oh my gosh, why... So slow. Why so slow? Okay. Just put him at 100, 100. Shouldn't freak anything out, should it? Dadgummit. Okay. Let's go into here. Alright, if it is greater than 0 and is less than the width, set it up. Else, new camera dot x equals 0. Else, new camera y equals 0. There. Hopefully that'll keep it from freaking out like that. Okay, there we go. Now let's continue down a bit. Can I? Can I continue down a bit? Shoot. Wait a second. Wait. Okay. Hang on. Moment of genius is brewing right now. What happens if... Okay. Okay, brain, stay clear with me on this. What happens if I do the camera calculations in the movement and then just update the camera immediately afterwards? Would that work? Okay, you know what, let's give this a try. I'll still keep this particular thing here, but I need to know... Whoa! Oh, sheesh, okay. All of a sudden, the music has become very upbeat, along with this stroke of genius. It's actually quite cool. Alright, so there's that. It's past the overworld and the height to world. Width, world, height. There we go. There we go. Okay, so world width equals past width world height equals past height. Okay. And then I want to get rid of that stuff for now. Okay. I don't know. Huh. I'm so glad I'm not recording using this microphone right now, or I would be deafening you guys completely. I'm actually using a good mic. Shoot. What was I gonna do? I can't remember now. The genius is gone. The great music blew the genius completely out of my head. No. Okay. Let's go here. If new camera x is greater than 0, then new camera dot x minus minus. New camera dot x plus new camera dot w is a new camera. It has to be those two is less than the world width. X plus plus. It's after the controls are checked, so it's after the movements are updated. Then updates the camera, which is going to give the new, the new X coordinates plus these original width coordinates. Honestly, all we have to do, really, to start this off is to just pass the camera into the setup now. Just put that here. Just add that to there, and then I'll just get rid of this and just make that basically just a bland... boring thing. New camera goes past camera, because I know that works now. So I'll just blank all of this out at this point, because all camera calculations are done in here and here, and then that sends the update out to the game. And this is actually starting to work. I'm actually getting excited about this. Okay. Okay. So now I need to add quite a few things to this. I need the overworld. What's this? Doesn't the game store that as well? Do I have that stored in the game? No, I have it. Okay. So overworld dot world width, overworld dot world height, and the camera all passed in under one large thing there. Let's just make them all individual lines. There we go. And then it breaks. Let's run this. Get out, fly. What? Oh, yeah. Blank that out, because it's no longer needed. Goodness, this music is getting intense. Final Fantasy VII. Tense music. Unidentified. Oh, undeclared. Yeah, I don't really even need that, because the height and width aren't going to change any. So let's try this. Why is it so sluggish all of a sudden? Wow, that is a very sluggish window. Okay, let's add the old delay. Let's give it a 10 millisecond delay, so it's capped at basically 100 FPS. That almost always helps speed things up by a bit. Yeah, it has. It still takes it a while for the window to close. Wonder why. Let's call SDL quit. There. See if maybe that speed things up a bit. Let's go to here, here. Okay, that cleans it up a bit quicker. That's better. First time I've actually had to do that, actually. Kind of surprising. Alright, now... The problem is... I don't know if this camera is given static XY values at the very, very beginning. Yeah, it does. It's all 0, 0, 720, or 7... 1280, 720. So, yeah, there shouldn't be anything odd about it until the player starts to move, I wouldn't think. I guess we need to go into the overworld and make the map over and just make sure it's the same size. There we go. Does this help anything? Not really. Do we scroll up or down yet? No, we don't. That's lovely. Okay. Let's just leave the camera as default now. What happens? Okay, our grid is restored. Alright, so... I'm gonna move around the map just as slow as we always have. Okay, so then... Ah, so itchy tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna eat the other half of my candy bar here. It's warmed up, so it'll be softer, and it'll actually, you know, break now. So what is it about those updates that just messes everything up? So when it first sets up, it's going to have exactly the same parameters. And if the character doesn't move, nothing's gonna change. But this makes everything kind of go crazy. Yeah. Not to mention it absolutely tanks the performance. But it wasn't doing this before. Let's just see. Let's just see what that does. Going to crazy. Wait, what's this? Oh, .x. Yeah, let's just see what happens here. Oh, shoot. So let's cut that there, out of there, and then let's say if new camera dot y is greater than 0, camera dot y minus minus. Ah! Come on, Pinky. Wake up. Work with me here. Alright. Tripping again? No, it's all clean this time. Alright. I think I know what I can do here. Let's add a couple of private functions. Let's make that center, not contour. Okay, center camera X, center camera Y. Center camera X. If new camera dot X is greater than 0, and new camera dot X plus new camera dot W is less than world width, and new camera dot X equals equals chords dot X plus chords dot W divided by 2 minus half of the width. So the middle of the character minus half the width of the camera. Should work there. Okay, leave that be. Now let's go void player center camera Y. Okay, there's that. Okay, let's try this. Let's just say center camera X. And here as well, center camera X. Come on. What is this? Guns of Icarus? Oh no, Gunstar Heroes. Challenge accepted. What was Gunstar Heroes? I've never heard of that one. That was a run-and-gun video game shooter published by Sega. It's apparently out on Steam. It was released for the Sega Genesis and ported to the Game Gear. Okay. 1993. The Sega Genesis, the Wii, the PlayStation 2, and the Game Gear. Okay. Alright then, fair enough. Alright. What is this? Okay. It's working. Am I able to ever start going down with this? Should have started moving at least a little bit at this point. Equals, plus H divided by 2 minus half the camera width. Wait, is the game still accepting updates or not? No, I turned that off. Okay. Let's try it with this on now. Please work, please work, please work. Ah, it's not working. So why does it keep doing that? So what do I need to refine in order to... See what happens if I just cut this out, leave the rest in. Still glitch everything out and smear it. Yes, it does. That's very much the opening. Oh, that's Dark Cloud 2. I thought that was the opener for Ocarina of Time. Surprising. So it seems any attempt to manipulate the camera at all Let's just try this real quick. Just trying to figure out where the glitch is happening, where the X and Y coordinates are suddenly just irrelevant to the entire equation. It's supposed to start moving here. little bit, maybe? Some kind of anything? It's not moving at all. So the Y camera equals Y coordinates plus half the height minus half of its height. Let's group these together. Make a little bit of extra clarity. Maybe ensure I'm also getting updates still. The game is still updating to it. Yeah, it's updating to it now, so it's doing what it's supposed to. Except it's not doing what it's supposed to. Do I have any overrides in here by accident that I forgot to get rid of? It's the movement stuff. It's only called once. Let's try this. Let's just do an out of it. Console out. Saying it's 0, and it's 0, and it's 0, and it's still 0, and staying 0, and still 0. Because for whatever reason, it's not updating the coordinates correctly? Maybe? I'm not sure. Now, the coordinates themselves, yeah, the coordinates themselves are definitely moving around. So why isn't the camera moving anymore? Why won't the camera move? The rest of my candy bar here. So let's actually try this. Let's output this algorithm for our camera coordinate rather than variable that's supposed to be getting stored. Oh, there we go. No semicolon. Sorry. Alright. Alright, so it's going up, or it should be going up by a bit. Yeah, we should start seeing camera movement about now. Here's the 360 mark. Okay, so my calculations seem a little bit off, maybe? I've heard this one before. Oh yeah, Terra's Resolve. Yeah. That's actually a really nice one. Okay, so I've... Why is that not working? It's supposed to update that camera parameter right there. Let's see if it even holds it at all. Okay, let's give this a shot. It's just saying it's 0 the whole time. So what happens if I take that out? Is it gonna smear everything again? Make everything go all cuckoo? Yes, it does. Okay. Great. Alright. Let's actually try this. We'll just say if it is less than 1. And less than the world height. No, because then you get 1 pixel movement and it's gonna stop. So... Actually, I think what we need to do is we just need to check and see if this is going to be greater than 0. And, yeah, okay, let's try it this way. Let's just focus on Y for right now. Let's say if this mess right here, if that is greater than 0 and that plus camera, new camera .w is less than... Oh wait, not W. I need H there. Less than world width world height in this case. I'm still thinking width, for example, but the height is the issue that I'm having here. Then, we set it equal to that. Maybe that'll make it happy. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright. That worked there. Now, let's implement the same thing here. It's greater than 0. And same mess. Plus new camera W is less than the world width. And boom. In both cases, else camera.y equals 0, else new camera.x equals 0. Alright, oh gosh, come on. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's working. We've got scrolling working now. Okay. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and stop that right where it sits. Skip on to the... remove that, and then I'm gonna skip on to the next one. There we go. Well, that's some nice, calming music there. Something nice and quiet. Maybe help put you to sleep a bit. He's a candy bar I dropped. Cool. Okay. Well, that finally fixed all those camera issues that I've been having. Now let's see what happens if I set it equal to 0 here. 0. But I need it to be .x. And then new camera.y equals 0 as well. Hopefully this doesn't just glitch everything out all over the place. Okay. Yeah, does it still scroll? It still scrolls. Alright. Cool. That is progress. Next thing I need to do is increase the speed at which this guy moves, because, let's be honest, that is painfully slow. I'm pretty sure I have seen teething babies drool at a higher rate than that guy's moving. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, okay. Now the camera is scrolling the terrain like it's supposed to. I'm gonna have to have pretty much every single object in the game be referenced against the camera. But that's fine, because now the camera works. The camera does what it's supposed to. And, yeah. That's a stream for the night. I will go ahead and let this music finish playing. But, yeah, that's it for me. It is now 11 o'clock my time. And I need to get to sleep. It's been a long week, and I'm tired. So, yeah. I hope everybody has a good night. Hope everybody gets some rest. Hope you have a productive day tomorrow, be it productively relaxing or productively workative, or whatever. However you want to do it, it's all your thing. Have a good night.